Welcome to Bourbon School. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Brian, and today we are cracking this bottle of Still Austin Cask Strength Bourbon. All right, so welcome back to another Bell Ringer bottle review. Today we're looking at Still Austin Cask Strength, and before we get into this bottle, I have to thank Sean from Whiskey Wars. I actually won this in a drawing on one of his live streams.
I've never seen Brian so excited as
I was pretty excited when this box showed up
was
today.
awaiting him.
Yeah. And Sean, I usually go with pasta, but the popcorn was kind of a nice touch. This is a one I've been coveting, really dying to try. So I'm so grateful, Sean, and I'm grateful it showed up so quickly. Mm-hmm. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this bottle?
I'm just going to read right off the back.
Go for it.
All right, so to create this robust bourbon, we asked our master blender, Nancy the Nose. Ooh, that's a great nickname.
It is.
Nancy Fraley, to search through our barrels of straight bourbon and select the most complex and full-flavored ones. Those that were begging to be blended and released as, quote, barrel proof, meaning the whiskey was bottled at the same proof at which it was aged. The resulting spirit is a masterpiece of complex, dark flavors with a deep spice finish. Would you agree?
I would. We already, you can see we already dipped into it a little bit. So, we'll try it again and gives our impressions, but we already kind of had the impression it's different.
Oh, definitely.
It's definitely different. So this bottle is aged 2 years and it is 118 proof. So it's up there as far as proof. It's definitely not the hottest one we've tried, but it's got some
flavor.
Yeah.
And I just want to draw your eye to the bottle design because I think it's very beautiful. It's like it's Botticelli.
Yeah.
From Renaissance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Okay. So why don't we've got a couple of Glens poured here. Why don't we get into it and nose it?
Okay, now what's the proper way to do this? Because I've been sticking my whole schnoz in here.
So I should say Nancy Fraley she ends up in a lot of the chats on these Whiskey Tube channels, which is really cool, I think. And she seems super, super nice. Mm-hmm. I've only interacted with her a couple of times, but she seems really nice, really cool, really supportive. And she actually has a YouTube video for how to properly nose whiskey. But she was explaining it the other night. And, a lot of people will just go right in and put their whole nose in. And and I do that too. And she said that you get all the ethanol when you do that. So you should keep it above the rim.
Okay.
And
move the whiskey around?
Yeah, you want to swirl it around.
Bourbon, sorry. Same thing. Okay.
And if I'm wrong, the expert will correct me, I'm sure. Okay, so this smells really sweet. Mm-hmm. Brown sugar caramel. Really nice. It smells like it would be something I would love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it harkens back to your campfire love.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a shot.
Okay, so I would say that it smells a little bit sweeter than it tastes.
For sure.
I think when we first tasted it, we were getting some jalapeno flavors almost.
Like pepper. It's still peppery.
It got very peppery. It's bright. It's... Mm-hmm. It doesn't have it has a pleasant burn to it. It's not for the proof too.
Yep.
I mean, it's not it wouldn't be something that you would give a newbie, but it would definitely, I think somebody who's a seasoned bourbon drinker would appreciate these flavors.
Yeah, it's definitely got a different flavor profile. Mm-hmm. But I'm not mad at it. I
like it.
It's quite good.
It's unique. It doesn't remind me of the taste of Same Old Moses, but it reminds me of the uniqueness.
Yeah, the character. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people will tell you Texas bourbon is nothing like, Kentucky and Tennessee whiskey and stuff. And I do get it definitely has a different character. I like it though. I definitely I am getting a very peppery flavor along with the sweetness. It's definitely sweet. It's definitely delicious. But
see, I'm not getting the sweet. I get
really?
A lot of the hot.
I get the sweet on the beginning.
Okay.
And then when it gets to the back of my palate, it's very peppery and then I get the heat and it kind of goes up my nose too.
Yeah.
But I think it's an interesting bourbon. I really like this one. I would keep this on the shelf.
Yeah, and I think it would be like, if you've got somebody who's interested in trying something new, a little bit different than what they're used to, this is a great pick.
Yeah, that pepper all day long. It's interesting.
So what are you going to give this one?
All right. So I think I'm going to give it a B+.
Okay.
Because I think like 2 more years on this would be like chef's kiss. It would be amazing.
Okay.
Because I think some of the flavors that maybe you're missing in a more rounded out bourbon are because of its youth. But I'll tell you what, if you gave that to me and told me it was a 2-year whiskey, there's no way I would believe you. There's no way. It definitely tastes more mature than 2 years. I would love to try it at 4 years. I would love to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a solid B.
Okay.
Only because I don't know that it would please all bourbon palates.
I think that's fair.
Because of the heat on it. I like it, but I think overall its uniqueness kind of.
Yeah.
I think it sets it apart a little bit.
I agree.
But
I
it's very good. It's very good. It's different.
Yeah, and I think it's different in a great way, but it's different in I think that, how do I say this without sounding like a jerk? Like, in a seasoned bourbon drinker's way. I think if you gave this to a new bourbon drinker, I think if we gave this to my wife,
she would not like
it. But I think a seasoned bourbon drinker would appreciate its uniqueness and also pick out a few more flavors that maybe a newer drinker wouldn't.
Yeah, and even I'm thinking like summertime barbecue, the sweetness of a barbecue.
Yeah.
You can add this into your repertoire and just, balance out the sweetness of a barbecue rib, barbecue chicken. And it would really complement those flavors.
I agree 100%. All right, so we're going to call it a B?
Yeah, let's call it a B.
Okay. We're going to call it a B. I would say 2-year whiskey, you're doing pretty well for a B. Yeah. I am excited to see what else Still Austin comes out with. I would like to get my hands on some of their future releases.
I want to try some of their stuff.
Yeah, yes. That has a little more age on it. I think it's going to be fantastic. So, Sean, thank you very much for sending this our way. We're really going to enjoy that. You guys can subscribe to him up here. We'll throw the link up there. He's got a great channel. He played some Dio for me the other night on his stream, which was awesome. And so he's got a great channel, so go check out Sean at Whiskey Wars and Mash and Metal. So, with that, let's just cheers and get out of here.
Listen, sir, I've already finished.
You don't even have any left.
Maybe I should have given it a B+.
I have a little bit. We're going to amend it B+ because she finished hers. Cheers.
Okay, cheers.